Brian, let's jump into the email question that we had this morning, or this evening, I'm sorry. And this is it. So, I was in a wreck that crunched my back bumper and my neck is sore, but nothing too serious. The other driver says he has insurance, but would rather just leave them out and pay cash to fix my car. Is this a good idea, John? Brian?
I mean, the simple answer to that is no, it's not a good idea. You can always potentially go after somebody personally if they caused the wreck, but it's much better to have insurance involved because that's why people have insurance. I would say most of the time when people are offering this option, they either don't want the police called or they don't want to potentially get a ticket and they don't want their insurance rates to potentially go up. But it's much easier to negotiate with an insurance company and have them repair your car and provide you a rental as opposed to bickering over it with somebody personally where you don't know what their financial situation is, how much they can potentially afford out of pocket. And it's better to have the police come, have everybody swap their insurance information and deal with them directly. Insurance adjusters do this every day. That's what it's there for. And it feels like you could potentially be scammed or left holding the bag if you try to work with somebody directly.
Brian, how easy is it for someone to give you a bad phone number, give you a bad email address, give you a bad address, or just any type of information that's incorrect to skip out on somebody so they don't have to pay for the damages that they cause? But you know, we're talking about the property damage aspect of that email question, but what about the personal injury aspect? He said he had a sore neck and with a crushed up bumper. You know, we've seen cases that were worth a few $1,000s, but we've also seen cases that developed into hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know, when they have a symptom of a sore neck.
And yeah, so that kind of goes more to that's what the insurance is for. You might not know the extent of the damage to your vehicle, how much a rental car is going to cost, or the extent of damage to your body, what kind of medical treatment you may or may not need. So it's better to have everybody's insurance involved, and people can lie about who they are. We've had plenty of hit and run cases, or people give old insurance. They are much less likely to lie to a police officer. So it's better to have the police involved to document all the information about the car wreck, everybody's name. The police take your driver's license and fill out your information. So it would be pretty difficult for someone to give a fake ID to a police officer. So it's much better to have all of that documented correctly with the police. So it's just better to avoid the situation than trying to deal with somebody directly. Now, someone could do the right thing and pay for everything and pay for your rental, but I would much rather be risk averse and have insurance involved, so you know there's a very good chance that you're going to be taken care of.
Right, and we all both of us know, Brian, that very rarely do people always do the right thing when it's going to cost them some money, right?
That's very true, and again, it's trickier on the financial situation. You don't know what somebody's financial situation is, so they might want to take care of you, but maybe they have 4 kids at home and can't afford to shell out $2,000 extra to repair your vehicle.
Right.